All right, we should be live on one of the platforms. Hopefully live on YouTube any second now. We should be live. Oh, nice. Good evening, Daniel. Truman, you are never alone if you're on these streams. Cheese. I hope I'm saying your name right. Good evening to you as well. And yeah, tonight we're doing a very simple thing. I always talk about how much I love to watch MbL and Hearttt go at one another. And so they are in fact have been meeting on the ranked ladder lately. And so let's just dive right in. Pronounce Vies. Okay. Okay. Cheese. Okay. Cheese. What kind of cheese? Hey, Eddie. Kayaverse. Welcome. All right. So I'll just dive right in. Whoever's joining in after the fact, as always, feel free to sit forward. We have a bunch of 1v1s tonight. I believe all on Arabia. Just wear these two. Parmesan, yuck. Oh, God. Every time we go out to get pizza, we have to say specifically no Parmesan on the pizza. Hey, get to work. So we've got game number 1. Oh, pardon me. Whatever. The names at the top will include the teams. There's a new team, Wonders, that Hearttt is a part of. MbL joining the Taiwan AoE Gamers group, team, clan, whatever it's called. Gimut, nice to catch you. You have all of Twitch to yourself. All right. So, game number 1, Hearttt, MbL. Hearttt playing as the Incas, MbL as the Byzantines. Ooh. I mean, lately we've seen the Incas really struggle with anything that can counter infantry, and I don't know, Byzantines can counter infantry pretty damn well. That being said, cataphracts are not cheap. Cataphracts are not cheap to upgrade. Yeah, spread out your arms, Gimut. Put up your feet. And I'm glad that I am back to live streaming, at least on Fridays, in the middle of a move at the moment. And so it's always annoying buying a new desk, movers, all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate everybody's patience. I know I haven't been live streaming as much as I would like to. But once I move, the live streaming will be a lot more consistent. Board gets pulled, board dies. Looks like a bit of pushing here. And just bear with me, making sure my chat is all caught up. All right, yeah, it should be. Ooh, Eddie, have a fantastic rest of your evening. Hopefully you can pass out. I moved a lot in my life, but yeah, this one with a baby and an apartment. Ooh. Zombie Reaper 318, welcome to the live stream. Your first time chatter, long time watcher. Hey, Super Jen, thank you for joining. You put a delicious replay on Discord. Who played? I may have missed it. Luke Faria, you are watching. Where are you watching from? I am streaming from Canada. Daniel, there's a bunch of people on Discord playing. Nice. All right, well, let's see what the players are doing. Let's see, more importantly, what the map looks like. Fairly short attack path, lots of hills in the middle. Ooh, I like that Heartt's primaries are to the back. Gold and stone. Berries a little bit exposed. Stone to the front. And both second and third gold off to the bottom left. Not a terrible base. has a tiny little sliver of a forest, which he's already using as part of a wall off in the front. But look at MbL. Has a nicer bit of forests, but his primary stone exposed to the front. Gold, not really to the back. And extra gold also, one to the bottom, one to the top. So, aside from having two nice forests and his primary gold kind of off to the side, and his secondary stone pretty far back, as well as another forest, not a fantastic location for his resources for our Byzantine, with 1, 2, 3 of them in the forward position. I'm assuming after Loom, MbL, who is housed, is going to go up to feudal. Yeah. The state of insanity, also Kentucky. Eddie, thank you so much. Have a good night. Ooh, Luke's from down under. Daniel's from North Carolina. Download a game off a website. Not too sure. Survivalist managing a civ a civ loss. That's funny. Ooh, we've got a skill check incoming from our Inca. These guys cost a little bit less food in the Dark Age. In 30 seconds, they'll cost a little bit less food. Even more less food? Even less food. Let's put it like that. Not a lot here to defend at home against 4 infantry units. A wall off. I like, to be fair, this is a pretty nice little location here with the berries in the forest. Just needs to wall this in. He's creating a bit of a funnel to make sure that Hearttt has to take some damage going through the town center. But I don't think Heartt's going to have any of it. He's going to just try to bust through the houses. Are people here watching the TTL tournament? The Titans League? How's that going? I have not had... I wanted to cast that one live, but then I just haven't had the time during the day, unfortunately. You think Hearttt is the better player? It all depends on whether or not MbL gets housed and how badly he gets housed. His 3 militia are moving to the back. They're going to be men-at-arms as well in a few seconds. Nothing particularly special about either unit here. So we have a fairly even fight, except that one player has an eagle. Poor MbL. MbL's a fantastic player. Yeah, his game sense is pretty damn good. Hearttt, I think Hearttt might be the more technical player in terms of just microing, but I don't know. MbL lately, he's just been all around just a fantastic player. I mean, if you saw that game that I posted a day or two ago of him versus ACCM punishing the Cumin second TC play, that is not something that's easy to do. We've seen Hera fail at that. We've seen the Viper fail at that. Mr. Yo fail at that. It is not easy to punish a Cumin second town center well, and MbL did it, ooh, like almost chef's kiss perfectly. Yeah, awful play, exactly. That's what I said. It all depends on MbL's housing situation. Geez, glad to have you for whatever amount of time. Yeah, the tower play was pretty good. And then on top of that, the raiding with the archers and then eventually the knights. I mean, he's got his static offense up to the point where ACCM really had no choice but to deal with it. And you deal with it with a mangonel, which is incredibly exposed to knights. Uh-oh. First kill of the game. First kill of the game is Hearttt. Tries to intercept the villager. How much HP? Okay, 15 HP. Not really close to killing her. MbL's defending at the same time he's attacking on the other side of the map, or at least scouting, keeping an eye on whether reinforcements are coming or not. Sees the flags on the barracks, sees the flag on the archery range, so he knows there are more troops. But when will they come? Even if they will come. Are we gonna have our first kill here? Tell me someone's gonna kill something. Okay, I'm not too sure who got the first kill here. Whose blood is evaporating faster? Hard to say. It's especially since the other units fall right on top of them. It looks like that scout also died here. So in the blink of an eye, 3 kills apiece. And Heartt's entire offensive force is this eagle, but reinforcements en route. More eagles. He's going to have to hit hard before Cataphract comes. If we even get to see Cataphract, that's just, it's so hard to play against. Even Kamayuks, to be fair, have their entire attack bonus nullified by the Cataphract special armor. Oh, but wait a second. He's catching a bunch of villagers here. Maybe not. So the Kamayuk is basically a useless unit against the Cataphract with its weak attack of an 8. Although, like the Step Lancer, really the stacking is what the danger is. Ooh, he doesn't see his rear end getting poked as he's chasing these skirmishers. Oh, but how long does it take an eagle to kill a unit? My goodness. And down it goes. I mean, Heartt's taking a nice little kill lead here, 9-4. Both players are starting to wall off portions of their base. Our Incas got the north. MbL going for the north as well. And the forward portion entirely now. Has he seen his extra stone to the back? I can't imagine he hasn't. Yeah, he has seen it. So we'll see whether he mines stone from here. I keep saying stone and cataphracts. I mean, I have no clue. Watch this game end in like 5 minutes. Well, maybe not 5 minutes because we're 17 minutes into the game, but players have disengaged. Che says the eagle, who has 1 kill. Another band, another convocation, 4 kills for them. No one's killed any villagers yet. So our Byzantine ahead 2 vills. Despite Heartt having only 15 seconds more TC idle time. And unless I'm mistaken, MbL should be fully walled in right now. I like the gate here to the south. That is something. I mean, what does it cost? 18 more wood to put down a gate versus 4 palisade tiles. I like when players do that. Oh no, he was not walled in. He still has the north. What a weird drag. Oh, but wait a second. Our Byzantines on the other side of the map. You got some of those cheaper skirmishers with him. Kind of looks like MbL's taking the high ground for a second, then Heartt's taking the high ground for a second. Heartt for his part, completely open to the west. And we'll see. Are there any exposed villagers? There sure are. Bunch of gold miners, bunch of lumberjacks. Ooh, what's gonna happen first here? The eagle's gonna get in. The eagle's gonna get. I think MbL's noticing this. The eagle gets in, but the eagle doesn't notice the villager. The villager doesn't notice the eagle. No one's looking anywhere. I missed a bunch of kills. Everyone's guilty. Siege Workshop aggressive here. Did these guys manage to get anything done? Looks like they got a kill, but not a villager kill. So this is a previous kill. And now they're in a bit of a corner, but... oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. She's pulling villagers. To be fair, mission accomplished. What's the HP on them? They are full health HP. At the same time, it looks like this eagle died probably to what? The town center? Yeah, town center gets a kill. More skirmishers are dying. Looks like the entire blue army has passed. Eagles and villagers taking the W here. Well, better a lawyer than a judge. Glorial, yeah. I mean, it's hard to play against the Byzantines, especially when you're a Meso Civ. And is this not closed? Okay, it looked like the battering ram was about to go through there. Especially when your units have no real bonus against the cataphract. Although, again, I mean, we're seeing a castle, which is nice. And he has been taking the stone to the back. We're in Castle Age. Everything's 30% thicker. for the Byzantines. The market will fall, but behind it is a gate. We'll see how the Inca manages to take on. Like I said, he's gonna have to hit hard and fast, and he's gonna have to use that Incan food discount to just pump out huge amounts of units, because the way to kill a cataphract is to outnumber it significantly. Also, the Incan ranged line is not terrible, and the Byzantine, even though they have a decent pierce armor on the cataphract, range is not a bad helper. Monks could also work well. All right, well, the rear attacks, the multi-pronged attacks are all over. And our Inca says full frontal, full sidle here. I mean, he must see the stone wall behind this, right? Why is he... He's trying to house MbL, but MbL, look at that. He's up to 110 space. More eagles. This is what I'm talking about. You just have to outnumber your opponent, but why do you keep running them under the castle? Their HP is already... Look at how bad it is. Why is there a slinger here? And we are seeing cataphracts. Okay. I don't know why the hell Hearttt is training a single slinger. The army just keeps taking more and more arrow fire. Random mangonel is out. Okay, so they're going to pivot. 25 army count to 11. Villager population identical. Momentum very much on the side of our Inca, who's plopping down another monastery. Okay, well, you know what? If you've got your opponent pinned back and stuck, now is a good time to start gathering relics. As slow as monks are, they will be able to get the relics fairly quickly, assuming you can keep MbL pinned back. His skirmishers are going to be elite, but that's not going to help very much against the 4 freaking pierce armor and the squires of the eagles. 5 cataphracts might help, though. Mangonel has to be so careful. There's not a lot of targets for it to attack. Maybe here to attack into the archery range. But aside from that, not a lot of targets. House down. But he's got to be careful. Don't injure your own units. Don't injure your own units. We're up to 7 cataphracts and 8 this training. Have they been revealed? Nope, they're still here. He shoved that one we saw back into the castle. And Hearttt is starting to slow down his training of units. That's the last thing you need to do. Oh, no, 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 no. Where are you going? Oh, so risky here. How many cataphracts do we think before MbL unleashes his army? He sees all of this with his vision. He sees that random slinger with its insane 4 attack. Is now the moment? Is now the moment? He's up to 9. He's going up to a 10th. Skirmishers moving forward. Picking off monks, dodging mangonel fire. Fantastic. Does he not see this one? Yeah, he sees that one. And here we go. 10 is the magic number. 10 shall be the number of thy counting for the holy hand grenade that is the cataphract, and they move. I still have no idea why there are elite skirmishers here, but the cataphract should be able to deal with this. They do have that +9 attack bonus against infantry, but no trample damage just yet. Ooh, juicy mangonel shot. And this is what I was talking about earlier. So many eagles. One gets converted, becomes a red cataphract, dies a moment later. Ooh, missed volleys. And oh, I thought for a second he was going to go after the mangonel. Okay, so with the weaker unit, he's going after the mangonel. And that's it. Heartt's entire army is now done. Zweel, hello, hello. Well, maybe, maybe not, maybe not. Will he get it? He gets it, but... Oh my goodness, how much HP? 6 HP. What a bloody fight. What a close fight. So 10 cataphracts wipe out that entire army. I mean, they had some skirmisher help for a little bit until the skirmishers got wiped out in an M-shaped death ball. farming upgrades for our Inca. Nothing a doing for our Byzantine except more and more and more units. I like the idea of the skirmishers to snipe the monks, because again, they're not going to do anything against the eagles, who now have 5 pierce armor to your 5 attack. So 1 HP of damage. That was a lot of dead eagles. I wasn't keeping an eye on cataphract numbers. I think the initial 10 died and then some reinforcements came along. I'm not sure if those 2 that survived were part of the initial 10. As a caster, I should probably know this stuff, but I was just so engrossed. You guys know how I tend to lose sight of things when a battle happens. I just get so invested in it. Okay. Eagle versus skirmisher, not necessarily what I thought we were gonna see in the Inca versus Byzantine war. Ooh, after this game, I'll do a scoreboard up top so we can keep track of who's winning. Although, not really any competition here on the ranked ladder. Bizarre Thoughts, how's it going? Thanks for joining so late. And here we go, more cataphracts. 11 this time? Nope, still 10. But they're fighting uphill. They have no attack upgrades. They don't need them with that +9. These are not Mayan Eldorado Eagles, but 3 of them get converted. Ooh, that is sour. Is he gonna win this fight? I don't know if he's gonna win this fight with 3 conversions. No, he does. And for the second time, the numbers for Hearttt are just not there. And the castle's gonna get denied, or will it? How many villagers? 6 now. He doesn't want to stick around. Ooh, again, 1 cataphract is basically dead. And our Inca has a horsey unit. There you go. Dreams can come true. I feel like you want to stuff that monk into the ram, but that's not a thing. Eagles need to pop out so they can get healed. All right, well, this guy was promised a bunch of gold, I guess. Becomes an Inca cataphract, not fully healed yet. Another TC for our Byzantine. He knows this is here. So he's going up to 4th TC. Hearttt is stuck on 2. MbL's ahead only 4 villagers right now, but soon to be a lot more. He's heading into Imperial. They both are at pretty much the exact same time, seconds apart. Amazing how that is. Remember, Byzantines only pay 2/3 the cost of going up. And bye-bye Siege Workshop. Was nice to know ya. Building 0 attack bonus. Okay, Hearttt is now adding another one. This is I don't know. I still think the strategy to win here for the Inca is just numbers. Overwhelm and bankrupt your opponent, because you never know with the Byzantines. I thought this was already walled in, but I guess that forest was here. So Hearttt isn't exactly 100% walled in. There's a gap here in between the palisades, but that's okay. MbL's not really walled in either. He just deleted his own structure. Castle healing up one of those weaker cataphracts. Okay. Are we gonna have our first villager kill of the game at the 38-minute mark? No, she survives with 1 HP nonetheless. Still, nobody's killed a single villager. But I ain't complaining. That's twice now the Incan army got wiped off the face of the earth, but it was not a free get. It was not a free get at all. 10 cataphracts each time is not a cheap victory there. And the rattling sound for both players. We are in Imperial. 2nd Byzantine castle going up opposite 2nd Incan castle. We've got 2 trebs for blue, 1 treb for red. Kamayuks are out. So look at their attack bonus, which normally would be incredible. Cavalry +8. Unfortunately, the cataphract has armor of 12, so it nullifies all of that attack, which means I don't know why the hell he's building Kamayuks. Their armor is not as good as the eagle. Their attack is weaker. They're slower. They have range. So like I said, step lancers, you can stack them one behind the other. but I don't know that that's necessarily the right unit here. University to the back, finally forging on the cataphract, but MbL needs to save his resources because Logistica is not cheap. 800, 600. Ooh, look at that. He has the 800, 600. Shaft boy moves forward, gonna get pumped full of castle arrows. Look at how quickly the Eagles catch up again. Why is he going Kamayuks? And why is MbL hoarding his resources? Get Logistica, get the trample damage, get the plus 18 attack bonus against infantry. And the Eagles just can't engage. They're not heavies. They don't have the final armor upgrade. Shane, hope Canada is warmer. Texas finally had 25 degrees Celsius yesterday. Nope, Canada's cold AF. And we've had a bunch of snow, hail, and ice rain. Do you know what ice rain is? It is disgusting. I was driving my toddler to daycare, and we were slipping and sliding all over the road, as was everybody else. More barracks on the way. Okay, so we're going to continue with the Eagles. Elites are on the way. Come on. Get Logistica already. No, he's going chemistry and even more skirmishers. So he sees the monks, and he knows this is the biggest threat. These guys are going to die to the cataphracts. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But the monks, I mean, if with 8 monks, if you can land 4 conversions, all of a sudden you go from 9 cataphracts to 0 to 5 to 4, and then your victory is not so assured, is it? Ice rain is the worst thing in the world. It is disgusting. And then there's black ice on the road that you can't really see. Okay, monks are getting conversions, but they're also starting to fall. 1 cataphract becomes red. Okay, Eagles kill a bunch of skirmishers, but they're elite now. And they're Incan, by the way, so if he wanted to get fabric shields, he could easily get them up to 10 pierce armor, which would make them invincible against everything but the cataphracts. Ooh, and this time it's Hearttt who takes the W, getting all of the trebs. Unfortunately, he lost all his castles. So even though he's got trebs, he's got no castle. And even though our Byzantine doesn't have trebs, he still has 1 castle up and running. What a fun little topsy-turvy world. By the way, 3 Incan villagers have finally died. Not that I'm like waiting for vill kills. And 1 Byzantine villager as well. Join us, said the Incan monk. Texas gets ice pretty much every winter. Oh yeah, we have the Arctic burst once a year. That, I mean, you guys had it real rough this year. I think there was like ice and snow in Louisiana and Texas, parts of northern Florida, I think. Oh, hand cannoneers is a fantastic addition against infantry with the plus 10 attack bonus. Yeah, Hearttt is going huge into the Eagles. He's got that massive, I mean, their food count isn't crazy at 25 food, but having 40% off is pretty big. Or is it, pardon me, 25% off? No. Is it 30? What the hell is the Incan food bonus in Imperial? Yeah, it used to be 30, now it's 25. By the way, Inca Castle back up. Where the hell are the cataphracts? He's going hand cannoneer. You've got one of the game's coolest anti-infantry units. Why are you going hand cannoneers? Louisiana accent. Okay, this guy's still around with his 5 kills, the converted cataphract. More Kamayuks? Is this guy stuck behind the lumber camp? Is this guy stuck in here? I feel like this guy's stuck. Yeah, look. The tree, and the lumber camp. Oh, unless he can go this way? I don't know. I think he might be stuck. Trav needs to pack up and get the hell out of here. Where are the Eagles going? 28 of them. Ooh, Vil kills to the south. So we don't yet have fabric shields for the Eagles to get that 10 pierce armor that makes them invincible against ranged units. We don't have Logistica, which make the cataphracts pretty much able to destroy this entire army. I mean, an 18 attack bonus against the unit that has 60 HP is mind-blowing. 3 attacks needed to kill them with the melee damage that they do. Oh, but look at this. Heartt's trying to puncture his way through the north. There's a lot of juicy villagers here. Both players avoiding each other. I love that they're both building up their army counts. Our Byzantine has an insane 65 army, but half of that is skirmishers. Our Inca 53, and 2/3 of that is Eagles, and there's fabric shields. So many skirmisher javelins, so little actual damage, and he's converting skirmishers too. But the hand cannoneer damage. Oh, they're trying to. The Trebs are attacking them now. Ball explodes onto the house. What happened to the 4 Eagles that were here? Did he bring them back? Or did the cataphracts? It looks like he might have gotten a kill here. Looks like a villager kill, and these guys have 11 kills. Might be those 4 Eagles. This is unfortunately the problem with live streaming these games, is that I can't do picture in picture. Oh my goodness. This guy has 9 kills. This guy just killed 9 villagers. I mean, we've seen survivalists not notice when his villagers are getting massacred. I want to keep my mouse on this one eagle and see how many kills he's going to get before he dies. My goodness, 11 kills for that guy. Talk about paying for yourself. Why is Hearttt so hesitant here? I mean, he can defeat any part of these armies individually. Maybe not when they're together, these skirmishers and the hand cannoneers. By the way, where's that warrior eagle? He's up to 14 kills. What is going on here? I thought I saw action here. I thought I saw action here. Oh, it's just the animals attacking villagers. Oh, MbL. MbL's villager count all of a sudden drops significantly. This guy's got 15 kills. This guy's got 5. Trebs have pivoted south. Palisade stands no chance against the Eagles. And this is the problem when you're facing off against the Mesosivs, those raiding Eagles. They may not be the strongest, the Incan ones, but they sure do last a while on the field of battle. Okay. Okay. Base straight situation happening here. 31 Eagles. Both players running incredibly low on gold. Our Inca has 3 relics. Shockingly didn't take the relic that was right next to his base, even though you've seen that one and that one. Oh, and he's finding a new gold patch here. What is the villager kill count on this army? 0 villager kills. So they have done nothing but bust their way into the base, and after that, not a whole lot. Okay. It's usually MbL who does the move command and then loses a bunch of units, but Hearttt, what the hell was that? Will he even get 1 unit for his troubles? No, that was just an absolute throw of skirmishers. Although, to be fair, it is skirmishers. Ooh, I'm gonna do something I hate. I don't really like doing live. We're gonna have to watch that. That's the, I mean, let's see it. Bombard cannon is trying to fire as well. He deletes his own palisades here. Eagles are chasing uphill against a unit with an attack bonus. Unfortunately, the unit with the attack bonus is on the front lines, and the skirmishers are to the back. They need to be in the front. And the hand cannoneers are getting taken out by the skirmishers to the back as well, but ultimately the Inca falls. Look at MbL's army count, 85. 50 of its skirmishers, though. I mean, this is like the point of no return here. And unfortunately for Hearttt, he's got no gold. He's got 10 Eagles left. Not too sure where they are. Okay, they're streaming forward. I like that he's picking off individual cataphracts one by one. That's fine. They're being replaced with easier to deal with skirmishers, but as long as the hand cannoneers are here, oh, it's such bad news bears for the Incan army. Although our Inca is expanding, getting the gold, the third gold of the Byzantine, getting this neutral gold. That being said, MbL still somehow has 17 villagers mining gold. Must be this neutral patch here, yeah. Okay. Heartt's army is ass backwards. The skirmishers should always be leading. Always charge in with the skirmishers. Oh, artillery gets brought in. Okay, the surround is here though. As long as he can deal with these hand cannoneers. Why is he targeting the skirmishers? Okay, he's finally targeting the hand cannoneers. No, he's targeting the skirmishers. Doesn't seem like a lot of action is happening, but really there is, because oh, converted cataphract, OG cataphracts. Because the winner of this battle might just force the GG out of the other players. They're both so broke. MbL somehow scraped together enough food to go back up to triple-digit villager count, and oh no! An absolute massacre. Even the bombard cannons firing on these villagers. They're so close, you don't even need to be Portuguese. And now they're shooing them away from the gold, but the gold's already been gotten. Has MbL even seen this gold? No, he hasn't. S-O-U-R, sour. Another of the 5 cataphracts falls. Now we've got the battle of the discounted units. A bunch of cheaper food costing skirmishers versus a 25% flat discount skirmishers. MbL is starting to add in light cav. That's not a bad idea here at all, but Eagles come with a pretty good attack bonus, +4 against cavalry. The flaming javelins are firing everywhere. Hey, unpack your trebs. Start firing on something here. And all of a sudden, no more cataphracts. Only 15 hand cannoneers. How many of them are here? Only 3 of them are here? Where the hell are the other hand cannoneers? They're over here, dying to the town center. They're over here attacking infrastructure. Heartt might actually take this. Oh, that didn't kill anything. That was so beautiful, but it didn't kill jack shit. I mean, if one side trains elite eagle warriors and the other trains light cav, it's a no-brainer. Plus, these are Byzantine light cav. They're missing bloodlines. They're missing blast furnace. Any other upgrade that starts with a BL that they're missing? I don't know. So they're not exactly the most long-lasting, heavy-hitting of light cavalry units. 73 kills by our Inca for villagers, but MbL starting to catch up. He's up to 31. Doesn't look like Heartt realizes what the hell's going on. We'll see how many more Vil kills MbL can get before he gets discovered here. And this is the point where Heartt just needs to shove in. MbL does not have an answer. Oh, he's showing scorpions. Oh, the light cap get popped out? We got ourselves a big old battle. But the eagle numbers are prevailing. One player has a castle to train trebs out of, the other does not. Ooh, that did not go the way MbL thought it would go. Maybe he should have waited a few more seconds before unleashing all of his light cavalry. Looks like his hand cannoneers there have died. They added a few more villager kills, only 38 now. Trebs are firing. The problem is you have nothing to deal with the eagles now that the hand cannoneers are running away. Somehow our Inca has an army count of 55, Byzantine 20. Okay, but he still does have hand cannoneers. He's going up to 16 light cavalry. I don't know about light cavalry. I mean, I get it. You've got 60 villagers on food. You got no gold, no stone, no nothing, no castle. If you're gonna win this game, you're gonna have to rely on numbers, and now it is MbL who needs to overwhelm his opponent with numbers, because the Inca is here with 70 freaking army count. Okay. I wonder if the light cap should focus on the skirmishers instead of the eagles. They are not going to beat these eagles. Oh, he doesn't even make it to the Treb. It survives with 21 HP. And now pikemen are coming out for our Inca. He's at 200 population. MbL's at 130. The writing is on the wall for our Byzantine, and down he goes. Wow, what a game. What an absolute crazy game. Look at the kill counts. Holy moly. I mean, it was an hour and 5 minutes. 70 more kills for our Inca. Not a surprise. Did MbL ever discuss... MbL didn't even see the gold in the stone. This is why scouting is so important. Why it's so ridiculously important. And especially the periphery. If you don't see any resource patches, you know they're going to be down there. But look at the number of outposts for Hearttt. Look at his map vision. Yikes. Holy moly. That is a lot of map vision with those outposts. How many of those outposts are there? 10. Not bad at all. Well, Hearttt takes game number 1. Towards the end, there's 76 army count to 48. But again, out of the 48, 42 are skirmishers. Although, to be fair, if you have 42 skirmishers, you are two-shotting eagles. Because they each do 1 damage. And so you really need 2 volleys only. I wonder, did MbL actually stand a chance? No, 83 villagers, about to lose a whole bunch more. Nah, he didn't stand a chance. Horse kebab. Yeah, wow. Let's take a look at the numbers. 250 eagles, 250 skirmishers. But to be fair, 78 hand cannoneers and a bunch of cataphracts. He should have invested in his cataphracts, I feel like. And not, I mean, 78 hand cannoneers is enough gold to not only get logistica, but also train a good number of cataphracts. PKPM right in the beginning, towards the end, middle. Look at that. I mean, if you remove the gold, it's about a 3,000 difference, but look at this 400 resource difference. Actually, not even 400, like 328. Wow. Wow, less than 1%. A third of 1% difference in their economies. A lot more food for our Byzantine. Big surprise there. A little bit more wood, a lot more gold. This game was a lot closer than it should have been, given the fact that one player mined 8,000 more gold than his opponent. Yikes. And 2,500 more stone. 19 conversions. I'm surprised cataphracts weren't his number 3 most trained unit. 31 to 20 raisings. And let's see the villager kill count at the end of the day. 128 to 38. Ooh. Hanzo. Post it to the Discord group. I'll download it and then I'll cast it. Not tonight, but I'll add it to the roster. Well, that was fun. Hearttt takes game number 1. And bear with me, we'll load up the next one. Don't exactly have a game plan here. I'm just picking random games between these two. I'm just gonna make it a okay, here we go. All right, game number 2. Oh, I forgot to show the score. Whatever. MbL playing. We'll remember that Hearttt won game number 1. MbL playing as the Teutons. Hearttt playing as the Lithuanians. Eagles are very easy to mass, but cataphract kind of hard. Yeah, look, the cataphract traded out so nice those first 2 fights. But then he didn't upgrade them at all. I think he got forging at one point, but then no. If you're gonna go against eagles, you need to pay for Logistica, and he had the resources to do it. He just decided to go hand cannoneer instead. I don't know why. I don't understand why he at that moment decided to pivot to hand cannoneers. How do you kill Cataphract? Cataphracts are not invincible. I mean, you have to either be a stronger heavy cavalry unit, like a paladin, or even heavy camels with enough numbers can kill them, because I think heavy camels are one of the only units whose attack bonus actually means something. I think it adds a +2. But missing bloodlines and missing blast furnace really does hurt the Cataphract. Adding in ranged units is good to soften them up, but you really do need like a heavy hitting unit. Like, for example, a Teutonic Knight or a Latus. We'll hopefully see both of those, although I suspect we're not going to get to see Teutonic Knights. Careful. One poke to the butt. And 2 pokes to the butt. Down goes the boar. So let's see the attack path between the 2 bases. Lots and lots of forests between them. Okay. Gold to the front for MbL. Stone to the back. And his resources, extra gold off to the right, extra stone off to the left. Forests, not bad in terms of walling off. Looks like he's got 4 small forests. It looks like Hearttt also has 4 small forests. His stone is in a warrior shape to the front, much like MbL's gold is to the front. And his gold is to the back, much like MbL's stone is to the back. Okay, so a bit of a reverse situation. Both players have their extra gold to the top right and their stone to the bottom left. A lot of room here behind the Lithuanian base. A lot of room behind the Teuton base. So, big areas for expansion. We'll see if and how they decide to wall off their bases. No, Mameluke does nothing against Cataphracts. Mameluke's entire attack bonus is removed. The +9, the +12 gets completely removed. Mamelukes are great against every other cavalry unit except the Cataphract. They do hit hard with a 14 attack, but I mean, that's just like a standard. That's why I said heavy cavalry, like a paladin or a cavalier. Certain cavaliers would do much better against the Cataphract. That is from somebody who loves the Mameluke. Sorry, I just had to mute the microphone to have a sip of water. Our Teuton going up to feudal off the back of 1 extra village. I'm assuming MbL is going to queue the Roman numeral 2 after Loom. And he's second now. He's trying to force drop. Oh, it's so close. Oh, that was so close. That was so freaking close. So in theory, he should be exactly 25 seconds behind his opponent going up to the next stage. Where's your lumber camp? There it is. No, the Genoese crossbowman is also pretty bad because the Genoese crossbowman's attack bonus is even smaller than the Mamelukes. Anything that has an anti-cavalry bonus less than 12 and 16 is bad against the Cataphract. Oh yeah, the Genoese crossbow does amazing against elephants. Really good, but the Cataphract has 12 and 16 armor. Bizarre Thoughts, I'm not sure. I'm hoping that Hearttt collects the relics. There's one on the left side of his base, one to the right side of his base, the usual one here in the middle. Yeah, the Genoese crossbow is such a cool unit. I've seen deathmatch games where Persian players just get absolutely wrecked by that unit. They go heavy on the elephants thinking that it'll they could just steamroll over these little tiny archers. But no, their attack bonuses kick in. Their firing speed kicks in. Okay, maybe you have a first kill here. Maybe not. 10 minutes in, players continue to circle around one another. Shotel warriors and Ethiopian camels with royal heirs, yeah. I mean, like I said, the camel, the heavy camel that has a plus 18 attack bonus against the cavalry, I think might be the only unit in the game that actually does bonus damage to a cataphract. That being said, taking 3 less damage with royal heirs is definitely a huge boost. And the Shotels just pack a freaking punch. What do they attack on, like a 22? When fully upgraded. All right, finally, Hearttt gets a kill here. Certainly has spent enough time abroad. Oh, but MbL evens it up, gets a militiaman. Both players in the feudal age. And these Lithuanian spearmen do move 10% faster than normal. Not really that useful in such a tight little space. Mr. Diableg. Doing quite well, thank you. How was your day? I'm a little bit tired. Having woken up at 6 o'clock, but I'm still like adjusting, even though it's been almost 2 years. I'm still adjusting to being a morning person. 40 years of being a night person doesn't just disappear. 2 kills each. Hearttt did get a villager, but has now been shooed away by the ranged units of our Teuton. Halberdiers are considered a soft counter. Yeah, that's true. Plus 32 against cavalry gets dulled down to what? Plus 16 against the elite cataphract? That's not bad. Now, to be fair, halberdiers against cataphracts with logistica melt like frickin' butter. But against just a basic cataphract or elite cataphract, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, they do 16 bonus damage against the elite, 20 against the standard cataphract, and then plus whatever normal bonus they do against the armor. Cataphracts have decent armor. I forget if it's 2-1 or 1-2. I think it's 2 melee, 1 pierce as a base. And so capped out, it is 5 melee armor, I think. So the halberd still does a little bit of damage, especially halberdiers like the Burmese halberdier. And then you're talking Bohemian halberdiers that deal bonus damage, 25% more bonus damage. They can take out a cataphract. Ooh, look at that little tinkle tinkle. Down goes the scout, and Hearttt takes a kill lead, 3-2. So the beginnings of wall off starting to shape up here for the players. Both of them at 31 vils. Both of them in 16 seconds will have fletching. Ooh, the Slavic boyar. Yeah, that's basically like a tanky paladin. Anything that has a huge amount of armor, because that'll soften the cataphract's. Cataphract's attack is fairly weak again because of missing blast furnace, and bloodlines is not great either. Either have a crazy attack or crazy armor would be. So like I said, the cataphract's not invincible, but last game they should have been upgraded a little bit more. I feel like I think MbL may have abandoned them a little bit too quickly. Had he gotten that gold patch to the south that he didn't see, maybe he could have continued, but he trained a lot of hand cannoneers, and that gold could have been used. In any event, that's last game. This game, both players have 3 kills. Hearttt is ahead 1 villager, of course, because he did kill 1 villager of MbL's. Lumberjacks no longer jacking lumber to the south. They've all been moved to the north, where a bunch of skirmishers are now going to kill a good number of infantry units here. Nice pickoffs. Okay, MbL's micro proving to be a little bit superior to his opponent. This is another dead unit for Hearttt. Okay, maybe not. Yep, maybe. Our Lithuanian is investing a lot of resources into this army. He's got no food, a good amount of gold. That being said, our Teuton Doesn't have any food either. The only good news for the Teuton is your farms are 40% cheaper. So you can plop down a lot of them and have fewer lumberjacks. The feudal age dance continues. Nobody still has any resources. Both players investing in upgrades. All right. I like this little depression here surrounded by these giant hills. And Hearttt knows that these hills are giant, and he is staying on top of them, taking that extra 25 attack bonus, taking 25% less damage. Ooh, but now he runs away. Really? Why did he run away? What do we have? 274 HP. Oh, okay, so 100 more HP for MbL's army. Hearttt knows he's outgunned here. His scouts die very quickly. Both players have 200 food, but our Lithuanian has a lot more gold than MbL does. Oh, bruised and battered. Hey, Cat. Cat, you missed game number 1 with cataphracts. They may not have been around for the longest of times, but they were there. Kicking some eagle butt. Skirmishers move in again. Hearttt runs away again. Bought the resources, got rid of his stone, and now he's going up to Castle Age. Okay. Heartt's gonna get what's the polite way of saying this? Destroyed here? Bye-bye skirmishers. Look at blue skirmishers moving to intercept the scout. But he peels off all the way to the right. This is not closed. Not that even if it was, he could save his villagers. Let's see it. Let's see how much damage MbL can do here. 21 army count to 3, but he's behind a minute and a half going up to the next age. And should be able to bust his way in here. Why is he attacking the full health house when there is 243 HP here, 250 HP here? Why is he attacking this one house that has all 750 HP? Odd move from MbL for somebody who wants to bust into here. Although maybe he doesn't want to bust into here. Maybe he just wants Hearttt to repair his structures, sacrifice some villagers, keep his army around until he hits castle. Then he can upgrade 13 skirmishers into elite skirmishers and what is this, 7 scouts to like. Okay, so maybe he didn't really want to bust into the base. Maybe he just wanted to make a big racket, maybe get a villager or two. In which case, mission half accomplished. He made a lot of noise, didn't get any villagers. And now Hearttt responds. Can't see this getting too much done, especially not with the TC full. A lot of arrows, 8 villagers inside. So what is our Lithuanian doing with his time advantage? It is the faster working monastery. Training a monk. How many relics? Oh, wow. 3 kills for nothing. Your HP must be so much better. How many relics has our Lithuanian seen? Just the one to the northeast of his base and the one in the center of the map. Okay. Knights are here. Some outside, some stuck inside. Ooh, Cat, congratulations on the promotion. To be fair, the next month is going to be very on and off for me as well in terms of live streaming, just because I have to pack up my whole apartment and then move my whole apartment, then unpack everything, set up all that, you know, desk and internet and computer and stuff. There's probably going to be a bit of chunk of time, a week or two, where I'm not live streaming, but congratulations. That is awesome. More movement from MbL. He runs straight into a... Wow, he dodges the spearman expertly. Oh, no more Rogers. Absolutely. The problem with what? Which one got it? Which one got it? She got it. The problem now is that Bell, in Canada, we really only have 2 internet providers. And one of them just raised their rates up by like 30% apparently. And the other one is absolutely terrible. Crashes all the time. Setup tour when I'm settled? For sure. I'm planning to get a webcam. Does the audience prefer the MbL model where you see my face while I'm casting the game, or do you prefer the T90 model where the game looks like you're watching now and then you see me in between the games? I have to decide which way I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm definitely going to be paying more for better internet. I may even, I don't even know. I may go after like a third-party provider. Yeah, I also like the T90 model personally. I like the game having no, like, as virgin as possible, you know, as clean as possible. And having no complications and things like that on the screen. And then in between the games. Shane, you also T90? That's what I figured. Why do you want to look at me while the game is going on? To see me, like, furrow my brow and throw my hands in the air? Scratch my face? Yeah, I figured I would do the T90. By the way, Monastery down, Relic unhoused, ungarrisoned, whatever the relic is. But our Teuton is in Castle Age. His knights come with extra melee armor free of charge. +1. And the Lithuanian only has forging. And the Lithuanian only has a dozen knights. Where the hell are they? This can't be all dozen. Yeah, this is just 9. Okay, there's a couple up here. Our Lithuanian needs to get the relics and he needs to... Hey, come on, deposit the relic. There we go. There's your iron casting. So what wins out here? The Teuton with the with extra armor, or the Lithuanian with extra attack? I wonder if they just cancel each other out. Ma SD, nice to see you again. If I'm streaming... Oh, Kat, you mean like if I'm streaming myself playing, then to put the face? Oh, interesting. Okay. 10-piece dark. You've been watching me for over a year. I'm your 3rd favorite caster. Well, that is fantastic to hear. Thank you so much. T90 and MbL are fantastic company to be in. I appreciate that, and welcome to Twitch. I'm also live on YouTube, if you prefer to watch on YouTube. I am streaming to both platforms from an undisclosed location in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean on my barge. Yeah, okay, Kat, that's what I figured, like watching me play. So like Hera does, basically, when you see his face while he's, Oh, the dance of Age of Empires. Not too sure what the hell is going on here. Some of them are dancing to the left, some of them are dancing to the right. 2 knights and a scout have become 3 knights. Where even is this last scout? Okay, he's exploring. 2 relics for a Lithuanian, so +2 attack, which is better than anything anyone else gets in this game in the Castle Age. So they're now at a +3. They could be at a +4 if you invested in iron casting. I'm hoping to cast some tournaments at some point. I still feel like my channel's too small. I don't know. Kyle, you are my 1st favorite caster, buddy. Thank you so much. I'm just happy to be in the top 10. Myra, been a long time no see. That's right, real ones do know that this is the best. Is it possible to add the Elos? Ooh, I don't know what the Elos are. Each game is going to be different, though. I can try to find it. I think Capture Age does include the Elos. I'll have to check it out. I'm hoping at some point to cast a tournament to be invited. Oh, what is this? What is this? All of a sudden, MbL starting to rack up some villager kills. Aw, thank you, Kat. What I'll do is I'll add the Elos for one of the games, but I don't want to keep changing it over and over every time we add a new game. Big old night battle. 3 months. Get busy converting. Myra, you're lurking. Yeah. February is going to be a weird month. I'm going to try to front load as many videos as I can because I'm in the process of moving. And hopefully, oh damn, a lot of late chai dead here. How did that happen? Late chai are not supposed to die that quickly, especially not with +3. Now +4. I mean, what other unit has a +4 attack in Castle Age? Even Burmese infantry only have a plus. Oh no, pardon me. No, Burmese infantry do have a +2 attack in Castle Age. My bad. Okay. Late chai attack, late chai retreat, gathering their numbers. Why is he being so hesitant? Maybe because he doesn't have the armor. Okay, so he's sending in the knights to die here, keeping the majority of his late chai back. AoE2, thanks for joining. What happened to Rage Forest? I love Rage Forest, but unfortunately for some reason... Thank you, Kat. For some reason, every time I watch Rage Forest live, after about 30 or 40 minutes, villagers retreat, seeing the knights heading their way. This is like the opening cinematic of the game where they're trying to build a tower or a trebuchet and the knights come and kill everybody. Okay, I'm gonna finish my point, which I think I've tried to like 6 times already. Every time I load a Rage Forest game, around 40 minutes in, the game slows down from 1.7 speed to like 0.8 or 1.2, and it has just begun to frustrate me. And so in my frustration, I haven't been casting Rage Forest, even though maybe I'll try it again. This is a new version of Capture Age. Oh my god, so many villagers being sent to their deaths. Ouch, 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 ouch. At the same time, late chai killing a bunch of knights. Man, live streaming is so hard when I can't catch everything and I can't put picture in picture. Late chai need more armor upgrades. The Teutons, again, they have extra melee armor, which means nothing to a Latest who ignores armor. But the Latest also needs armor itself. It looks like one of them did die en route. Now, again, the players disengage. Henry Howard Music Association. Hello, hello. Oh, Kat, I don't know if I've enabled the words yet, but I'll re-enable them for the next stream. I think I disabled that feature, or maybe not. There are a lot of Canadians in the content, not just casting, but just in general, the content. There's me, there's Dave. I think Spirit of the Law is a fellow Canuck. Hera is definitely a fellow Canuck. Survivalist, even though he's in the land of the rising sun, is very much a Canadian. Slam. Oh, words are withdrawing. Okay. I'm glad you watched me on the big screen TV. Hopefully the picture-in-picture shows up real nice on a big screen TV. Somebody once complained that they couldn't see it because they watch on a cell phone, and I'm like, well, what can I do about that? I can't make the picture-in-picture the size of the whole screen. Can the Teuton just dive and disrupt the eco? They keep winning fights and backing off. It's tough with the Teutons to dive into eco. Number one, they're missing husbandry, which makes them very slow on the battlefield. Second, they don't have any good scout line units. They're stuck at scouts. They don't even have light cavalry. And so as good as extra melee armor is, which makes them good at taking fights against military units, having no HP and having basically being stuck as a scout unit makes them very weak at raiding. And again, they're just pretty slow. Okay, you have one of those new folding cell phones? Damn. Man, who loves my stream? They try taking this next to the berry bushes. How much does the... Sorry, I have to scroll. How much does the Lithuanian unique unit cost? Let me rack my brain. I know it's cheaper than a knight gold. I want to say 50 gold. 65 food. No, sorry, not 65 food. That would be an infantry. 70 or 75 food and 50 gold, I believe. It's funny how you can see the cost of all the upgrades on here, but it doesn't actually show you the unique units and how much they cost. Okay, a couple of Lechai down to the south and a good number of Lechai up to the north. Hearttt's killed 47 villagers so far going after the siege workshop, so Lithuanians got momentum on his side. MbL's villager count for the second time tonight is absolutely terrible. Mate, Backmans loves my stream. You've told me his name before. I tried to Google it. The only thing I can find is his brother, whose Wikipedia page says that he has a brother who likes to play Age of Empires. If you find me his username or get me his username, I'll see if I can cast some of his games. Having a high elo player who's a chess grandmaster could be pretty fun. So again, I've tried to find him. You've told me about him before. I just can't seem to locate his username, and Google has nothing. Except, like I said, an article about his brother. Okay, Teutonic halberdiers. They don't need husbandry. How well would a Teutonic knight do against a Latus? Ooh, the Teutonic knight is pretty tanky. It's got a lot of HP. It's got an insane base attack. The armor is crazy too, but the unit ignores armor, so that's not factoring into the discussion. Purposeful Porpoise, nice to see you again. Oh, is that the case? I didn't know that. Is that like a standard MbL MbL faux pas? Lechai, name of the game. Hearttt is gonna finally join the Teutonic Imperial Age. Regardless of how well this fight goes, this is not a fight our Lithuanian wants to take. Never want to trade out gold units for trash. But they can cut through halberdiers pretty well, but he's lost about half of them here. But that's okay, he's bought time for his castle, he's got plenty of gold. He's cleaned up the blue units to the back of his base. And now our Lithuanian here with a massive 19 army count to MbL's 9. Bombard Cannon should probably be focusing on his ram at some point. Cheese, game number 1 went to Hearttt, and you are in, I'm assuming, the middle or end portion of game number 2. Canadians prefer to live abroad. Where would I live if I had the chance? Ooh. It's a 3-way tie between Miami, Las Vegas, and New York City. I would have to like roll the dice and see what they, or maybe do a magic 8-ball. I love the weather in Vegas. I love Vegas, period. Miami is nice with the beach. The occasional hurricane. New York City, I just, every time I go there, just eat. All I do is eat every time I go to New York City. There's just so many restaurants, so many museums. Central Park is gorgeous. Ooh. And now Bombard Cannon's in the forward position against Lechai. Even if they don't ignore your armor, is still a bad move. The hell killed that Bombard Cannon? Did a Treb really just kill a Bombard Cannon? Ouch. MbL's not getting lucky. Yeah, cheese. The gambling part would come in. I mean, Miami's got Seminole Hard Rock Casino, the one shaped like a big guitar. But the best gambling is always Vegas. Okay, now MbL is streaming his villagers into a quarry and not lumberjacks. But late chai count is starting to grow. 25 of them. MbL is housed. He is housed at 140. You were in Vegas when it snowed? Oh man, that is a rare event. Yeah, Sailor Boy, I'm kind of like, oh, it's hard to live there just because it's so expensive and dirty. There's always so much garbage everywhere and so many bonko people. But again, I just like, I can't say no to the restaurants. That's why Vegas is also tied for first. Not just the gambling and the dry heat, but the restaurants. I'm very much a gourmand. Yeah, Cat, exactly. The food is one of the only reasons. I mean, again, I like museums. I like art galleries. I like things like that. Oh, what I love is synchronized attack. Oh, look at that. This is almost as erotic as you can get in Age of Empires. Down it goes. Yeah, I that's what Kat was saying too, that you could like visiting New York is different than living. Also, New York is really expensive. Miami, Nevada real estate's probably like a third of the price. In any event, castle going up to the south, castle to the north, doing a lot of damage. Look at how much of the Teuton base Hearttt has cleared up. I mean, New York, you also have some casinos. There's one in Jamaica, I think. There's Jake's 58 on the way to the Hamptons. There's Atlantic City nearby. I mean, I don't want to sound like too big of a degenerate, but no, I like to gamble. Yeah, Myra, I think it's only a matter of time until we see the GG. Hearttt has killed so many villagers yet again. Triple digits. MbL is yet again down to 70, 80. Almost in the 60s in a second. And every food he spends on villagers. Okay, I mean, converting a couple of late chai is not bad. This army is not that weak from our Lithuanian, from our Teuton. If he can take a fight, he does have the bigger army here. Well, Kat, that would be another selling point for New York since there's so many flights to Europe. And they're so cheap. My cousin lives in New York. One time she flew to Rome for like, I think it was like 300 bucks. Meanwhile, I look at the prices from Toronto and it's like, not 300 bucks. Where you going? Where you going? Will he get converted or die first? He dies first. The Leroy Jenkins converted latest. MbL's got to push a fight and he's got to push it now. Otherwise, he's just going to keep falling more and more behind and letting Hearttt get a bigger and bigger army. Just push in. Come on, let's see it. One big, massive fight. The late chai are stuck in the rear. Okay, okay. I mean, you're wasting your heavy cavalry on the late chai when that should be the halberdiers. What a terrible fight so far from MbL, who just lost like 20 army count. His bombard cannons haven't even joined the party yet. What the hell was that? Oh, he must be so disgusted with himself. He must be so disgusted with himself that he just throws up his hands. I mean, what was that? 4 monks, if not more, dead. All of his cavaliers engaging into late chai while his halberdiers just run underneath the castle. The bombard cannons weren't even here. Ugh. Yuckity yuck yuck yuck. Oh, Sailor Boy, I love Washington, D.C. I went, I've been there, I would say about 5 times to Washington. And it's always in the springtime. And every single time I go, I miss the cherry blossoms, which is one time I really want to go and see those cherry blossoms. And every time I go, it's just museum after museum. And by the way, the suburbs of Washington, D.C. have fantastic restaurants. Fantastic restaurants. Yeah, he should have at least taken that fight. I agree. It was a huge standoff. And thank you. I know I'm almost at 13,000 subscribers. That's pretty crazy. Patrick, because MbL made knights, he can't do much with that. Like I said, his army was backwards. The halberdiers should have engaged the late chai, and the cavalry should have forced the fight with these guys, the hand cannoneers. But more importantly, where the hell were the bombard cannons? Where the hell were they? There's some name of a DC suburb, I forget, something Hill maybe, or Thomas or something like that. I went out to eat there so many times. It was so good. And then, of course, let's not get started about Comet Pizza in the suburbs of DC. All right, let's take a look at the stats. Really? Halberdiers? That must have been a late game addition here. 92 late chai, 86 cavaliers. It's a shame. If they were paladins, maybe they could have stood a chance. Although, again, the Teuton with the extra melee armor, 7 melee armor. Unfortunately, he's facing monks, a unit that ignores armor, and a unit that attacks pierce armor. So all 3 of these don't give a shit about your extra melee armor, unfortunately. So our Teuton... Oh, I think maybe Oxhill? You think you should have gone for those Teutonic skirmishers, even if they're missing Bracer, eh? Okay, I could have been good. I think you just needed to move the bombard cannons forward. Zone out the hand cannoneers. But in any event, neither here nor there. Let's take a look at the economies. Wow, 10,000 more resources. Where was it? A little bit more wood. 4,000 more gold. Look at the stone difference. 4 relics for a Lithuanian. At the end of the day, a Lithuanian with 4 relics is a hard Lithuanian to beat. Who's kidding who? Wood count. Food count. Look at that. 4 food count difference. 4 chicken nuggets. Look at that. 27, 979, and 975. Wow. And you're the Teutons. You got the cheaper farms. All right. Well, Hearttt takes game number 2. And bear with me. Just going to load up the next game. So Hearttt is on a bit of a win streak here. And I'm going to try to insert the Elos as well. This is, again, the Elos for one of the games. So as the players win, lose, etc., it's going to change. All right, so let's see this one. Hearttt playing as the Goths, MbL as the Incas. All right, so the Incas make a reappearance. All Canadians escape for high taxes, but you still want to live in high tax cities. To be fair, I don't really mind paying a certain tax rate if if you get something in return for it. And like I said, the draw for New York City, which is Vegas, is not a high tax place, and Miami is definitely not a high tax place. I think both of them have no state income tax and very low corporate tax rates. But the draw for New York is the food. Definitely the food. Cheese says it's a Civ win for the Incas. Okay. I mean, don't forget the Goths. They got this guy, the hand cannoneer. Always tough for the Incas to deal with. I added the Elos up top. Sailor Boy, my parents did a little tour of Texas a few years ago, and they were in love with Dallas and Houston. Which is, they sent me nonstop pictures of them eating, which is like cruel, like child cruelty to me. Loser Dog, Vegas has some of the best food ever. It is a very big foodie city. And not just on the Strip and old Vegas on Fremont. I like the periphery as well. Primary gold for our Goth, very much in the forward position. Stone to the back. Oh, goodness gracious. Extra gold and stone, also kind of risky. But third patch of gold off to the side, not on the attack path. Look at MbL. Primary and secondary gold to the back. Stone secured, nestled in between these two forests. The only thing he's got exposed is a secondary stone. Okay. Not a bad little spawn here for MbL. So, according to some, a Civ win, and the map being pretty damn good here for him. Rob, what's 200 bucks? Yeah, Hearttt had his moment where he was competing with Hera for #1 there. Incas have decent skirmishers. They have one of my least favorite skirmisher bonuses, which is the Andean Sling. It removes their minimum range. So the Aztecs get +1 attack and +1 range. The Mayans get an extra 1 damage javelin that's thrown, which is amazing against siege. But the Incas get their minimum range reduced, which is, I don't know, seems kind of like weak sauce to me. It's the weakest of the three, in my opinion. Oh, $200 seafood buffet. I don't eat seafood, so that's definitely not something that I would be spending 200 bucks on. If I spent 200 bucks in Vegas, yeah, I'd be going to some casino restaurants or something on the strip. May sound crazy, but I believe in about 3 months, Lewis will defeat Hera in a big tournament. Ooh, I don't know about a tournament, but Lewis is definitely up and coming. Lewis is definitely... First of all, he was very smart to hitch his training wagon to Hera. Not that other high elo players that do training are any worse, but you know, if you're gonna train, might as well train with the person who has the highest elo ever. But some of his games, I mean, I've casted Lewis games a lot in the last month against the Viper, against MbL, I think. And he is a fantastic player. I agree. I wouldn't be surprised if... I don't know if he's going to beat Hera in a tournament, because Hera in a tournament is a different animal than Hera on the ranked ladder. Hera in the tournament is, I mean, stone face, 120% focus, 300 APM. It is a different player. Hera on the ranked ladder wants to win because, you know, he's young. He wants to prove himself. But it's a different Hera than a tournament Hera, in my opinion. And believe me, I've seen a lot of ranked games. In tournaments, he takes no risks. Unless it's like a calculated risk that he has to, but... I don't know, Lewis versus Hera in a tournament setting, that's going to be tough. If Lewis can do that, that is a huge W for him. MbL should spam Kameyuks and the opponent going to come in with an ocean of infantry. Kameyuks could do very well because of the stacking, but honestly, if the Goths go infantry, probably the better unit would be the Slinger with the +10 attack bonus, no? Yeah, he's all business when it comes to those tournaments. Like, during ranked ladder when he's live streaming, first of all, no one plays as much as Hera. MbL has certain streams when he does at night. Survivalist is up hours at a time. But Hera does like 12, 14-hour streams, sometimes 6 days a week. I think he only takes Friday off. So he practices a lot. He earns his W's. But like I said, tournament Hera is not ranked ladder Hera. Ranked ladder Hera is like joking around, sipping his water. I don't know what else he was doing, push-ups or whatever, and like talking to the chat, responding to comments. Tournament Hera is just no distraction. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Lewis reminds you of Hera. He's I think it's like Jedi and Padawan, you know? Yeah, Myra, that's the best way to put it. He's laser focused. But like we're saying, Lewis is not keep an eye on Lewis. There are a few names that are up and coming. I think a lot of the younger players from South America too. Gabby seems to be stuck kind of around the 2300 mark. Gookie is heading up there as well, if not already higher. I think they're going to be big contenders. Gabby is incredibly aggressive in her games. There's a couple of players that are coming in, and by the way, they're like young. I think Guki is like, what, 15, 16, 17? So by the time she's Hera's age, she'll be Hera plus another 10 years of experience. So imagine that. Assuming she sticks around Age of Empires. I mean, I hope this game lasts as long as this game is lasting without a kill at all here. Players just kind of poking and prodding at one another, skill checking each other. Cheese, I have play all 5 at the top, but we'll see. I don't know how much more stamina I have. Maybe after this we'll do one more. Depends how long this game lasts. If this game is gonna last like an hour, then this might be the last game. But if not, then we'll try to fit in one more. Tinkle, 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 eagle! Not the first kill, it seems like, but the second kill of the game. Where was the first kill? It is okay, so 2 spearmen bite the dust, and then an eagle bites the dust. I like when they die, you don't see a head. It's like they get decapitated. But not surprised that the eagle took that. The spearman attacks incredibly slow. 3-second delay for the eagles, too. Sailor Boy, you know, I agree with the first 2. I mean, Sebastian's been up and coming for a while, but Kingstone... I've tried to watch Kingstone games and cast Kingstone games. I don't know. I don't want to sound negative. I don't want to be pessimistic. I don't want to be like mean or whatever. But I get a lot more feeling that Lewis and Sebastian from that list are going to be in the top 10. I mean, Sebastian is already in the top 10. Ooh, yeah. Let's talk about the new DLC. Let's talk about those soldiers that are holding rockets in their hands and firing Roman candles at each other. Or the camels with the camel pult. Or the guy that's holding a giant mace. What's that about? What are those canoes? Let's talk about the new DLC. Yeah, the nest of bees, eh, Corey? Corey, come on, that's way too serious of a comment for your first comment. Your first comment is usually a pun or a joke or something. Camelbolt's gonna go hard. I can't wait to see that. This is a bad location for a tower. Why here? Why not next to the forest? What is he doing? Why is he putting in this weird location? If you're gonna try to lame the stone, go for the high ground. Very weird. I just hope that we still get Chew canoes. And that's pretty much it. I think 2, Patrick. There might be 3 from what people on Reddit are talking about. I mean, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about Chinese dynastic history and stuff like that. People were mentioning Tan Guts and all these other dynasties, but we'll see. I'm sure whatever's introduced, they'll explain it. Okay, we're getting an Inca tower push. Remember, these towers are 15% cheaper stone cost. So MbL, with his 4 villagers on stone, is going to be able to plop down a good number of them. Nothing particularly special about the Gothic tower here, so we'll see how Hearttt responds. Oh yeah, that's right, the newer Lancer unit, too, it looks like. It's probably going to be a regional unit like the Steppe Lancer that only the Asiatic breakaway civs are going to get. Okay, I mean, he's built the second tower. It's cost him a villager, though. The fewer villagers, the shorter this push is going to last. Okay, but MbL does manage to get 1 vill. He started with 5, now he's at 3. It always sucks when they bring bare minimum number of it. Usually players bring in the bare minimum number of villagers to shove inside a tower, which for everybody is 5 except the Teutons. But then when you start losing vills, your attack starts losing steam. You know, you're building slower. Their HP decreases less and less, and then they die, and then you're kind of just stuck with what you've got, which is not a great because, you know, murder holes is not something that exists in feudal age. The gunpowder sticky thing is something I'm very excited about. I'm really curious as to what it is. A pair of barracks. Now the Incas, funny enough, have much better upgrades for their infantry than the Goths do. But the Goths, oh my goodness, 35% discount is ridiculous. As is Anarchy, and as is, even more important, Perfusion. Making your barracks work 3 times faster. But we're very far away from Imperial Age. We're still not in Castle Age. And our Goth, what are you building? One of each, so we don't really know which direction the Goth is going. He's getting bloodlines, but that might just be for his existing cavalry. And let's see. What will he build? What will he train? It is another stable for our Goths, so forget infantry. If they hadn't removed the armor that was given to the feudal era of the Incas, it would be much more annoying to dodge that power push. Yeah. And this is what I mean when I say when you need to bring in more villagers, because once your initial push kind of fizzles out, then you're stuck with this. What the hell is this? A pile of rocks and wood. And to be fair, he did manage to get 2 barracks. They are pumping out 2 eagles at a time that are in Castle Age, so come with a +2 attack bonus against cavalry because they're scouts. In 28 seconds is going to be +3, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough against a 120 HP knight. And MbL's push, as aggressive as it was, is over. And he knows it. 2 extra TCs to the back. Oh yeah, our Inca knows it. Goth with a TC to the north. Bigger economy for red, but he's down 3 TCs to 1, 3 TCs to 2. We'll see how long it takes him to catch up. Army counts way ahead. 16 to 4, and to be fair, the better army count. Barracks hits the 20% HP mark, kicks out the eagles. 1 dies to the south. 1 will die to the north as well. Ooh, villager. Okay. What are you gonna put here? What are you gonna put here? TC? All right. Okay, so a 3rd TC for our Goth as well. 1 barracks down, 2nd barracks under attack. So MbL, I don't know. What's the follow-up here? A monastery. Catch those knights. Do they have husbandry? No, they do not. I love the double wall off here. Would now be a good time to create Kameyuks? Yes. Unfortunately, MbL doesn't have the stone yet. He's not really rushing to get it. But now would be a great time to go Kameyuks. Especially since your opponent has 7 knights. You're going to lose a few to these monks. If you're not careful. Ooh, but the eagle, they do have an attack bonus. Monk +8. Jeez, thank you so much for joining, chatting. Appreciate it all. Have a fantastic night. Get it? Night? Like these guys? And the Inca has been breached. 548 stone. Deletes his own house for a castle. Incan castles 15% off. So it can afford it. Doesn't need the full 650. But will it be too little too late? The red army is already here. Not the Soviet army, but this red Gothic army. Oh, okay. Hearttt is not attacking these villagers. I thought he was going to do a lot more damage to these villas than this. Was he not paying attention? His skirmishers did a nice little loop-de-loop around the castle and then did absolutely nothing. And now his knights are going to get zoned out. Wow, what a missed opportunity there for Hearttt. And let's see. Alto, hello, hello. Let's see, are we gonna see Kameyuks? So far, no. Marco, how's it going? We are doing quite well. Damn you, farm, says this eagle, as the knight kills it from behind. Well, we'll see whether 2 spearmen decide to engage into this 1 knight. Still no husbandry for red. Will he discover this TC? How far away are the villagers? There it is. The Kameyuks are out. 3 of them. Attack bonus +8 against cavalry, which against so many cavalry units is fantastic. But like we said in game number 1, against the Cataphract, which has 12 counter armor, it does nothing. Eagle kills the villager, but dies in the process. Ooh, monk sniper lines for both players. Is anyone getting any conversions here? I don't know, but Hearttt is running away with his first relic. Bye lion, and this interesting small little Incan army is maneuvering out on the field. Okay, not too sure what they're doing or where they're going, but lots and lots of spears and shafts everywhere. What are they gonna go after? Why the palisade? You have a house here and a house here. Can they reach the villagers? If they stand right here? I think they can reach the villagers if they stand in this corner. Or maybe not. Going well. I hope you don't sour on me for being American, Isaac. That's funny, no. Ooh, the knights managed to poke in, get a Vil kill. Hearttt is doing some good damage, but ooh, the poking of the shafts. The knights, the Kameyuks, what the hell? How are they not converting these units finally? I was gonna say these units don't even have husbandry. How are they not all being converted? And Hearttt can run away. I mean, he can run away, but he's not exactly running away very fast without husbandry. Interesting location for a castle. Really? I thought maybe here, in front of the gold. This doesn't really protect the gold that much. Although when your opponent doesn't have any ranged units, it protects it pretty damn well. Where the hell are these Kameyuks going? Did they not know that there was a castle here? One of them dies. Oh, this could be a fun little battle. 2v2. Oh, sour. But maybe it's not a battle MbL wanted. Maybe he just wanted to convert them. And just like that, MbL loses 2 units. Hearttt gains a single unit. Oh, MbL is gonna get a good number of kills here. Wow. This is why it's so sour when they fight against Cataphracts, that they don't do any of this damage, but I guess that's the selling point of the Cataphract. I love that MbL just keeps, or not MbL, pardon me, Hearttt just keeps sending these individual cavalry units left, right, exploring what his opponent has. He's getting chemistry as well. Again, he's first to Imperial. MbL still behind a good aggressive castle. This is exactly where Hearttt should have put his castle. Now the gold is stuck between this Venn diagram of blue and red death circles. What's going to come out of you, Rams? Another cavalry unit bites the dust, and no more eyeballs on the map. We are both in Imperial. Treb already out. Uh-oh, but he jacked his wood. He jacked his wood too hard. And now there's a gap in the forest. Luckily for Hearttt, these aren't eagles. They do not move that fast. They do not have that much pierce armor. Where the hell are they going? Look at this. A little train of Kameyuks that's Hearttt sees coming from literally a mile away. Okay. Well, congratulations on trying to be sneaky. Your opponent sees you. Not really making any kind of effort to respond, though. Is MbL giving up on this castle instead of repairing it, just building one further away? Or does he intend to repair this once he's done this castle? Being on the high ground just gives you so much more longevity. Look how little damage these trebs are doing compared to normal. There's the Corey that I know and love. Down goes the castle. So yeah, this was a replacement castle. Jay, he jacked his wood. You can't jack your wood in Age of Empires without paying attention, because you never know when your opponent is gonna shove it in and try to go for the trebs. I love that he just brought 3 monks. And now MbL, who, I mean, from here to here to here, he's been in the desert for 40 years, MbL. He's gonna lose 4 of his units to conversions. I love it. Oh my goodness, this is the power of the outpost. To be able to see your enemy coming from a mile away. And now the trebs are gonna go after this castle, but 2 defensive trebs are already up. And to be fair, I think the Kamyuks can reach this treb, these forward trebs, without being at risk from the castle. What they are at risk of is the hand cannoneer. That's what I'm talking about with the Goths. That freaking hand cannoneer. But out comes the onager. Not your mom's mangonel. This is a full-fledged onager here. Should be able to reach. Okay. Okay, one more volley. Will he get it before he... Yeah, he should get it. But it dies. 39 minutes in. We're gonna go rewind at the end of the game. I'm laughing so hard I'm coughing. We're gonna go back and look at what happened there at 39 minutes, but that's amazing. That's exactly what MbL did not want to happen. And this is exactly what he didn't want to happen. Keep losing more and more Kamyuks to conversions. These are pro players, it's not possible. And it's the repair. %100% made it on purpose. I thought maybe he could finish the castle and then repair the other one, but no. He's got 3 onagers on the way. Ooh, bombard cannon's exposed. But he's going after the hand. Oh, juicy shot. Juicy. And just like that, half of the hand cannoneer count is gone. Oh my god, the power of siege. Look at how much stone Hearttt has. 1,400. Okay, looks like MbL did win this out at the end. Lost his knight. No big surprise there. But that was a fantastic onager shot. And now MbL is going to get even more stone so he can repair this castle against even more bombard cannons. Where are Heartt's trebs, by the way? He's got 2 of them. Oh, there's one behind the siege workshop that I didn't see and one in front of the siege workshops. Is it worth it to repair a castle or just build a new one? That's a good question. I feel like a castle on the high ground against trebs on the low ground is worth it to repair. I guess it depends. If you're already building another one, probably not, which is, I guess, the whole purpose of this, like Vincenzo was saying. Ooh, MbL catches a sneaky side castle. But again, these aren't eagles. Look how slow they move. But to be fair, should be able to lame it. Castle's only at 54%. Oh yeah, you think you're gonna build a mining camp, but ooh, bye Kamyuks. Ouch. They're not even attacking the hand cannoneers, they're chasing the villagers. Ouch. What will get them? Will it be the trebs? Will it be the monk? Will it be the Kamyuk? Will it be the slinger? Something. Kill this bombard cannon. No, the villagers repair the bombard cannons. No way. And now the lower ground castle. Actually, it's hard to say if... Is MbL on the high ground? Oh no. Villagers fighting hand cannoneer. Ouch. These are not Spanish villagers. All right, that was like an execution by firing squad. And the 2 trebs from earlier have now pivoted over here. They're slamming into the right side. So we've got a base trade. And I'm actually... I've started coughing again. I don't know why, but I kind of favor MbL here with the slingers. I mean, the hand cannoneers pack a punch. He killed his own converted hand cannoneers right as they got converted. Sour. Kamyuk's running amok. Onagers need to move forward and start killing some of these villagers, make this castle very expensive. Okay, one of the bombard cannons is down. The second and third survive, but the castle is up. Looks like one of the onagers got gunned down. Another pancake here. Ooh, on the high ground, it might do a good amount of damage to these clumped. Okay, he's going after the hand cannoneers. Okay. Those are dead hand cannoneers, but Trebs are still around, as is this weak attacking Kamyuk. Bombard's got the Trebs. There's a third one that was added. My goodness, what the hell is going on in this game? MbL needs skirmishers urgently. Agree. He's going for slingers right now. They don't really come with any decent attack bonuses against anything other than infantry. So yeah, I agree. He needs to add in some skirmishers. Counter castles going up. Another siege workshop. Okay, so MbL is kind of taking his foot off the gas on the left side of the map and starting to focus on the right side. My apologies, I'm coughing again. Kamyuks are heading north. I think this might be the last game of the evening. I am starting to cough way too much. Okay, skirmishers are out. Look at how little damage these slingers are doing to the hand cannoneers. Ugh. Two Trebs, three Trebs, not that great the number, but oh no, even more dead villagers. This game though, look at it's MbL who's got double the villager kill count, and for some reason the Trebs. What the hell was that? No more Gothic Trebs, but there are 5 bombard cannons. Skirmishers are pressing in, slingers as well. I mean, MbL is expecting some kind of infantry, but it's just not coming. It's all archer and a couple of light cab. Bye-bye one skirmisher. No, he survives, only to die against other skirmishers. Will he be paying attention, or will he lose the bombard cannon to conversion? Certainly seems like the latter. That was an absolute waste of Trebs. Well, I think MbL is going to get his first W of the night. He's ahead villagers, he's ahead army, he's at 200 population. Heartt's at barely 150 and falling fast. Where are they going? After the onager? Of course, after the onager. Why is it alone here? It does not die. If he can neutralize these bombard cannons, it is game over, because the attack on the right is basically done. I mean, the hand cannoneers, as good as they are going to get overwhelmed here by the Kamyuks and the monk. So that is it for Heartt's attack on the right. And MbL is just pressing more and more. All the farmland, all the wood left untouched. Ah, this is the sign that we're about to see a GG, when pro players just leave their villagers idle like this. Probably in the next minute I would go, but maybe not. Okay. Well, there you go. Anytime the pro players idle their villagers so much, you kind of know they're like, they've given up, they're disgusted with themselves. But MbL gets his first game, and unfortunately, like I said, last game of the evening for us, it's because I'm starting to cough again. That means I have to mute the mic. I don't know why the cough came back. 72 hand cannoneers. Interesting for the Goth. Look at it, not a single infantry unit was trained after the initial spearmen fighting in feudal. PKPM right at the beginning, PKPM right at the end. No surprise for MbL. He was just aggro on all fronts. So even though the tower push didn't accomplish very much, and even though the double barracks didn't accomplish very much, the follow-up, I'm glad MbL decided to invest in his 2 new TCs and just pump out economically more castles, more Kameyuks. And then ultimately, what was it, like wave number 3 or 4 that got the W for him? Economically, wow, about 11,000 resources ahead, even though he didn't have the relics. A little bit more gold, a little bit more stone, 6,000 food, and a little bit more wood. So mostly in food, 13 conversions to 7. Ooh, kill count looks nice and juicy. 250 to 237, but look at this. MbL, for the first time, has more villager kills than his opponent. And with that, even though he didn't take the W in the first 2 games, what a nice, resounding, multi-pronged W here. Although, to be fair, he was kind of forced into this side by Hearttt, who tried to initiate a base trade. But wow, what a fun game. And I do apologize. It's been 2 hours, but I know not the longest of streams, but I am starting to cough again. So I gonna have to refill my water and all that stuff, and probably head to bed, wake up at 6 o'clock. But I will try to live stream a lot more frequently. Like I said, I'm still in the process of moving, and so once the moving is over, I'll be able to focus more on live streaming during the day, during the evening, on the weekends, and I'll just have a lot more time, a lot more freedom at that time to just be able to hang out and watch more Rage Forest games and stuff like that. So for now, everyone, thank you so much for joining on Twitch and on YouTube. And yeah, sorry, Sailor Boy. And until next time, everyone, thank you so much. Have a fantastic night. Supergen, thank you as always for modding. And Kat, if you're still listening, thank you so much for showing up as well. Marco, I forgive you for being American. Just kidding, of course. And everyone, thank you so much. And I'll catch everyone in the next one. Take care.